Hey everybody, I'm back. Happy New Year. Let's do a quick little beat while I talk about my vanity project. It's 2026. As you know from my last video, I've had a tummy tuck, lipo, breast lift, had my braces removed. And as I sit here in a faja, a tight faja at that, you would think that I would probably stop with the shenanigans, but I'm already thinking of what I'm gonna do next because I'm insane. So I figured maybe I'll talk to you guys about it. You can talk me out of it. It's not like I have all this money. I don't know. I'm just a middle-class working girl like everybody else in New York City. I'll link everything I'm using down below. I don't feel like talking about it. It's the same stuff. It's always gonna be the same stuff. 2024, December 2024, I'm so impulsive. I saw a TikTok of a girl talking about her edges. She got her edges reinstated. She got a hair transplant, essentially. Because she had traction alopecia from wearing like protective styles, etc. I've lost my edges for like the past 5 years now, and I thought it was from me having traction, but I realized I don't really wear my hair in any particular hairstyle. Like my hairstyle's kind of always free. It's never tight around the edges, but I looked at my grandma who came to visit me and take care of me, and we have the exact same, I want to call it a problem, but problem. We have genetic alopecia. So I went to the exact same dermatologist that the girl recommended. I'm very easily influenced, clearly. Went to her in Brooklyn, and they did a biopsy, which they like took a chunk of my scalp. I did blood work, and it came back that I had genetic alopecia, not traction alopecia. It runs in the family. My dad my daddy has alopecia as well on his legs. So I was like, okay, cool. They prescribed me the medicine. I took it for 6 months. I never heard back from them. I won't lie. Like, I'm not going to blast them, but I didn't enjoy the communication just because like it was very, very expensive for the consultant, like the consultation, the biopsy. Like I was coming out of pocket thousands of dollars. And I was taking the medicine and they never followed up with me. They just sent me medicine to take. And like, they didn't tell me exactly what I should look for. Thankfully, I didn't have any issues, but I just never heard back from them. So I was like, this year I emailed them. I was like, hey, it's been a year, what's going on? Like, can we kind of get this process started? I just figured maybe they forgot or something was in the system because they communicate via like those chat rooms. It's all weird. Nobody uses email anymore. It's stupid. So I emailed them and I'm like, hey, I'd like to get back to it. And they're like, you have to start back in. It's kind of start all over with the process. And I was just like, you know what? No, I'm going to contact a dermatologist this year. I'm going to save my money up. That's what I always do. I save my money, go see a dermatologist because I'm sure I'll be having to come out of pocket, and pretty much start the process all over again because I want some edges back. I would love to not get a transplant because I just don't want to be walking around with a ball patch on my head, but we'll see which methods they'll take. But I feel like I'm a very, very patient person. Like it took me years to lose weight. It took me 2 years with my braces. It's taken me weeks, months in planning for the tummy tuck and all of this surgery. It's taken me weeks. I've been sitting at home for weeks healing. I feel like as impulsive as I am about making the decision to do something with my body to change my appearance, I'm also very patient with results. And I think that's a good thing. I feel like it'll help my self-esteem. I want to be able to wear ponytails again. They're just like, just a little bald head. I don't want to be bald. So another vanity project for 2026 that I want to work on. I have not made my decision about this. So please, I think I'm going to talk myself out of it because I don't think that it's necessary, but I do still want breast implants. I know. I'm very, very, very happy with my lift. I'm very happy with my lift because the girls were, how low can you go? They were hanging to the bottom of the floor. I was like, oof, girl. So I'm very, very happy with my lift. And when I spoke to my doctor, when I originally sat down with him about, all of the work, because I came in hot. I was like, doc, cut the stomach off, lift the boobs, I wanted a thigh lift. I wanted breast implant. I was like, I came in hot. And he was like, we're not doing all of that. And I was like, oh. He's like, that's just too much. Like, you're going to feel like you want to die. And he's right, because just the little bit of things that I had, I was struggling the first week. I'm fine now, but whew, it's a lot of pain. And he explained to me that because I had lost so much weight, It's because he needed to see what the lift looked like, where everything in my breast tissue settled, where the scar settled. And then from there, you can make a decision on the implants. Because if you do an implant and a lift at the same time, if you're a weight loss patient, it's like your skin, there's like skin elasticity issues there. And we don't know how plump or firm or stretchy my skin's going to be. And it's just too much going on in the breast area. So he's like, lift first. You might not want the breast implants. And like I said, I'm very happy with my lift, but I would like, you know, just a little more. But my doctor is so good and he's so expensive. And I'm just like, I don't know if financially I can do that right now. That might have to be like a 2-year plan. Like, I would love to do it next year just to be done with all surgery forever. And I do know that if you do breast implants, you have to commit to getting them swapped out every 10 years. So I've already accepted that part. I am nervous about leaking any breast implant issues. I have to double check with my family. My grandmother has never had any issues. I don't think we've had any issues with breast cancer on my side. I did have to do a mammogram before I even got my boobs lifted, but I want to say that my paternal grandmother had breast cancer. So I just don't want to, I'm not trying to do the most, you know, like I do the most, but I'm also like, chill out, you know, like, girl, it's enough. You guys were laughing the last video about me talking about like Inglot and coastal scents and all of that. And I got another one for you. Y'all remember Makeup Revolution, the Sophx palette? I still got it. Old as Methuselah. Okay, we're gonna use this. This is a good palette. Oof. I do need to get my skin addressed. I can get my acne under control, but I do have acne scars and I do wear my sunscreen and do my retinol, but I think maybe a chemical peel or some sort of rejuvenation needle thing to just kind of like clear everything up. That I need to prioritize over everything else because I would love to do that as early as possible. So by the time the summertime comes, I'm not like dealing with any sort of like sunburn issues. I also deal with like hyperpigmentation. So I already know I'll be very susceptible to any sort of issues there. So yeah, that's my other thing. So edges, boob job-ish, and getting the skin under control. Oh, I did have another thing that like I put on my list that I really don't need to do it. I was like, maybe I'll get some of my toes done. I just don't have pretty feet. I have my mother's feet. We have strong, big feet. I wear a size 12. You know, I'm 6 feet tall. I'm all about barefoot shoes, so my feet have gotten wider and stronger, and my arches have gotten stronger, but it has made shoes difficult to find. But from all of my dancing and then like probably just wearing shoes way too small, I got hammer toes. And I've been able to correct some of it with the barefoot shoe wearing because my feet are not being pushed up against the shoe and curled up. My feet splay properly now in all of my shoes. I really take my foot health and my shoes healthy, but I'm like, aesthetically, I would like a prettier toe. But I'm like, that's too much. That's too much. You know, I need to, you know, get a grip. You know what I mean? Like, you can't get everything. I don't think I'm going to do that. Because I also hear like you lose feeling in your toes when you do that. And you can't ever like bend your toes. And it's very important that I like all my extremities are accessible, usable. Now that I've had a tummy tuck and I'm dealing with like numbness, it's very odd not to feel my stomach. And I know like it comes, eventually the nerves kind of repair themselves, but some people say they deal with numbness for years and it's strange. I'm fine, but it is odd. It's not a normal feeling. It's a thing. That's probably going to go on the list of hell to the nose as well. I'm going to share with you all my little Vanity Project 2026 wish list, okay? So the first thing I want is this Chanel bowling bag, this pink Chanel bowling bag. It's from the 90s. And, you know, the girl that I work with, she was like, you wouldn't buy it if it didn't have Chanel on the side. I was like, okay, shut up. She's absolutely right. I really want it, but it's the price is like $5,000 and the cheapest I can find that would need repairs is $2,000. And I don't mind spending upwards to $1,000 on a bag. Like $1,000 on a bag I can do. A used bag. I buy my bags used. Especially if they're designer. $2,000 on a bag that's almost 30 years old that needs repairs. And that I can't fully put over my shoulder. Like, this is my Coach bag I got off Poshmark. So my bag rules when I buy a bag is, you know, because I'm tall. I'm a 6 foot tall woman. And you see, I need to be comfortable. It needs to be on my shoulder because I'm a working woman, okay? I go to work, okay? I also need to be able to fit my lunch in my bag. Like, I need to be able to put a food container, a sandwich bag. Something needs to be able to fit in this bag. I do not do teeny little bags. I have a couple, but those are like evening bags if I'm going to a concert or I'm just grabbing a quick dinner locally. That bag could fit everything that I want, but it's also almost like a gym bag, and it seems to be like more top handle heavy. Usually bags that are like top handle focused, I end up adding a strap. That's what I do with my Louboutin bag. So that's one thing that I want for the Vanity Project 2026. I don't think I'm gonna buy it. The next thing that I want, this is honestly, y'all, this is so hideous. I really want the Gucci Crystal Ballet flats. They are so ugly, but I love them. I think they are just so tacky and gaudy. But I was like, you know what? I have never bought anything Gucci brand new. I told you guys I buy all my designer stuff used. Like, I'm like, I feel like the only like brand new designer stuff I'll buy is a perfume. So I was like, you know what? I will save up and I'm going to indulge myself in this tacky ass shoe, this tacky ass ballet flat. I already know what I want to wear with it. It's going to be a casual, like I can see myself wearing it with this, like it just being a casual, flashy shoe for me at work, because I don't need to be super corporate in my wardrobe at work. So I'm thinking like it's Gucci. I don't know a lot about Gucci, but I was like, it's, you know, Gucci's not like Schiaparelli or something. $1,200 for these shoes. For some tacky ass $1,200. I'm not spending $1,200 on no Gucci ballet flats. If it was like $600-700, which is crazy, I could buy, because I've justified a $400 shoe a couple times. For a $1,200 shoe, I think it's just a bit much. And they just came out, I want to say like November. So I think if I wait until April, May, they'll go on sale, and I might pull the trigger then. If I can buy them used, that'd be great. But you know, the Bigfoot girlies like myself who are wealthy, they buy up all the 11s and 12s really quickly and never resell nothing. And I understand why, because I've never resell my shoes because it's already hard enough to find them. They're so ugly. They're so perfectly ugly. And then this year I really want a pair of Louboutins. Now this is when like the creator's name? The creator's name is Don't Be a Lemon. When she's talking about like trying to find identity, I think that's what the Louboutin is doing to me. Like I really feel like the Louboutin is going to change my life, and I know that that's not true. I don't know why I have that in the back of my mind, but I don't know. I just feel like that's a grown woman's shoe, and I want it. This Milk mascara is trash. This is the Milk Kush Mascara. Do not buy this. But I want a pair of Louboutins. Do I know what pair of Louboutins I want? Yes. I want the Cassia Anna Mac, but I want the red ones that I saw on the runway. Where am I going in a sock Louboutin, a red sock Louboutin with a ballet heel? I don't know. I don't know where the hell I'm going. Okay, I don't know. There's also a new Rosie shoe. Has a really beautiful point. I think that shoe is so sexy. And for whatever reason in my mind, I've told myself like, if I have this shoe, I will go out more and go to nicer restaurants, because I'm such a homebody where I'm like, I never wear my heels. I buy heels. I never wear them. But these shoes will make me go out and want to wear them more often. And I know that's not the case. So do I need a $1,200, $2,000, $1,500 pair of shoes? No. I need to create the life that I want with the shoes that I already have, and not the opposite way around. First world problems. There's literally someone out there hungry, and I'm complaining about shoes that I can barely afford. Another ridiculous thing that I want to purchase is the Margiela pumps, the Margiela Tabi pumps. I've seen them. I've thought about them. They're like reissued. They're from like the 90s. They came back. I want them. Are they in my size? No. Of course they're not in my size. Are they overpriced? Yes. Do I think that shoe is going to make me a corporate baddie? Yes. Absolutely delusional. Do I need that shoe? No. Do I want it? Yes. If someone was like, hey, I'm going to give you $2,000, you can go buy the shoe, I'd probably buy the shoe. I don't need that shoe. I bought a knockoff version of that shoe. My feet hurt so bad. What am I doing? Stupid. These are the Huda Beauty lip liners. This one is in the shade Rich Brown. I love these things. I don't know what's going on with Huda Beauty or really any of these brands. I feel like they all in trouble. Is Huda Beauty in trouble this week, y'all? I can't keep up. And then this is in the color. I think this was soft nude, yeah. It's kind of a red, but... And then I'm going to do a little gloss over it. This gloss is from Nicka K. You remember guys when I used to buy Nicka K all the time? Maybe you don't. And this is like their shine gloss. And I think this is Tortoise. And this is a very tacky, frosty lip, but I kind of like it. It reminds me of like Pamela Anderson, Tyra Banks 90s. When it's just like everybody's just had a frosty lip. Why do we need a frosty lip? I don't know. But yeah, this is the look. I'll link everything that I used below. That was my vanity project 2026. Do you have any like ridiculous things that you want to alter your appearance with in 2026 like me? Or am I just that vain? But let me know what you think about any of the things I share with you all, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.